Welcome back, everybody! Today we're gonna find out why Justine wants to know about the whereabouts of a child who's in a movie. Because, I mean, geez, maybe she's just his biggest fan. I don't know. Maybe that's why she's all worried and stuff and wanting to know things. Well, I have no idea. Well, that much I simply cannot say.
Judge Courtney, didn't you say you were prepared for the worst? ... Even if you don't intend to talk, I am determined to expose the truth. That is my resolve.
Well, it's some pretty good resolve you got there.
Why is she searching for John? I must get her to tell me the reason.
Are you acquainted with him? Where is he right now? Are you a fan of his?
Are you acquainted with John by any chance?
Excuse me. He is a famous movie star. I doubt there is anyone who doesn't know who he is.
I actually hadn't heard of him until I met with him today.
That just proves you have much to learn. Allow me to give you a lesson. I know everything about him. Wait and see. ... My apologies. I seem to have lost my composure.
You tend to lose your calm whenever the conversation turns to John, don't you?
In any case, well, I may know everything about John. It is a one-sided relationship. ...
I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Maybe I should try another line of attack.
Alright. Where is he now?
Actually, we are searching for John as well. Do you happen to have any idea where he might be?
Why would you think that I would know where he is? John and I, there is no connection between us. Excuse me? ...
I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning.
Oh, come on.
Maybe you should try another line of attack.
Are you a fan of his?
Could it be that you're a fan of John Marsh?
Yes. That's right. I am a fan of John Marsh, the famous child actor who has been called a prodigy. Wait and see. ... I knew his movie was being filmed in front of the Grand Tower. So the temporary film loss had been on my mind.
I see. I suppose a fan would be curious about that. Did you know that John was at the temporary film lot?
Yes, of course I did. He said they would be filming there all day today, and yet... did you hear from him?
It almost sounds as if John himself told you personally.
Ah.
I doubt he would give his schedule to a mere fan.
That's true, isn't it? Please don't pay any mind to that statement.
She made another slip of the tongue. She must be really worried about John. So she has spoken with John. This could be a useful clue.
Are you acquainted with him? And now I'm gonna press her on that stuff, and she's gonna be all like, oh my gosh, whoa! Wait and see. My apologies. Oh!
Let me try using that clue.
You must have spoken with John. My clue is wait and see.
I understand you're worried about him, but aren't you a bit too flustered? You told me earlier that you had spoken with John. Doesn't that prove that you are indeed acquainted with him?
How could I have committed such an indiscretion?
It appears that John and Judge Courtney are acquaintances. This could be a vital clue.
Where is he right now?
Let me try using that clue. But you must be acquainted. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with John. But at the very least, the two of you must be acquaintances.
Eek!
Judge Courtney, won't you allow us to help you in your search for him?
Help? No, that won't be allowed.
Who won't allow it? The so-called goddess of law?
The person who knows where that child is. Kidnapper? Oh my gosh.
I see. Finally, I've connected all the pieces of the puzzle. The reason why you cannot easily talk about John. It was because someone kidnapped him, isn't that right?
Ah! Ah!
Judge Courtney, I would like to hear the truth from your own lips.
I understand, this time. I will truly be prepared for the worst. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, is that the first time we've actually gone through an entire logic test without making a single mistake? Oh my gosh. There's a first time for everything. It's just as you deduced, someone has kidnapped John.
As I thought. There was a kidnapping. Still, how is John's kidnapping related to you in any way?
John and I are... mother and child? I was gonna say, before that popped up, I was gonna be like brother and sister or something like that, but mother and child? Really?
What? I was unable to learn much about this conversation she had with the president, but I have learned of John's kidnapping. It was an unexpected result, but with that, it's checkmate.
I suppose you could say that again. Logic chess complete. Dot 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 dot. What? John is Miss Courtney's son? No way, I mean, he's already so big for him to be your... Wait a second. Wait a second, what? Wait, huh? You had him at 13? Oh my gosh! What the heck happened? Yes, John is indeed my son. Please look at this. Wait, but his last name's not the same, though. Up-and-coming genius child actor John Marsh.
This is a clipping from a magazine.
It's an article about John. Do you always carry this around with you? Yes, I always keep it close by. It's like a charm to me.
It seems the bond that they share is a strong one.
Dot 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 dot.
However, are you absolutely certain that he's been kidnapped?
Yes, I received a call from the kidnapper just before the trial started.
What were their demands?
They only one demand, a not guilty verdict for Patricia Rowland.
I see, so that's what happened.
I guess that would explain everything, huh?
So there's no evidence that would make me innocent, isn't that right, Your Honor?
That is correct. The prosecution has not produced sufficient evidence to prove the defendant guilty. As such, I hereby find the defendant, Patricia Rowland.
So that's why you were going to deliver a not guilty verdict earlier.
I am not qualified to be a judge. A judge must be able to remain impartial and composed above all else. And yet, despite this in the trial just now, I was about to hand down a verdict that was led solely by my heart.
Judge Courtney.
The goddess of law must be furious with me. But I simply couldn't do it. I couldn't hand down a fair verdict if it meant I had to sacrifice my own son. Of course you can't.
Kay.
A real parent would never abandon their own child. If that makes the goddess of law angry, then maybe the goddess is the one who's wrong. The goddess is guilty. Guilty! Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Indeed. To declare a goddess guilty. We're responsible for upholding the law, but at the same time we are only human. Nobody would hand down a verdict that would sacrifice their own child.
Thank you very much, Miss Faraday, Prosecutor Edgeworth. However, I cannot simply run away from the courtroom.
Judge Courtney! So this is where you've been!
It appears it's time. Dot 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 dot. Miss Courtney! My father, he was a prosecutor. Your father. Yes, he stood in court just like you. And now, well, I mean, not really, because, I mean, standing in court like you would mean he'd be a judge, not a prosecutor. But you know, and now with all that has happened, it got me thinking, what if my father had been in the same position as you are now? If a prosecutor was being coerced into obtaining a guilty verdict. You mean a not guilty verdict? Because, I mean, a prosecutor is supposed to get a guilty verdict, but, you know, I don't know. I know, if my life were on the line, my father would definitely come to steal me back. Steal you back? Miss Courtney, why don't you let us take care of it? What? I'm gonna go steal John back for you. As a second Yatagarasu, I, Kay Faraday, give you my word. By not moving my mouth, I can still communicate with you perfectly. ...
So the great thief Yatagarasu plans to steal the truth, huh? What say you, Judge Courtney? Will you place your trust in our young great thief?
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
And if it's all right with you, I wish to help as well.
Thank you very much. I know that's really not my place to ask us of you. But please, do whatever you can. Please save John. You got it. Just leave everything to us. Allow me to leave my cell phone with you. Why? You may get a call from the kidnapper at some point.
You have my word. I will ensure the safe return of your phone along with your son.
And I will do everything in my power to prolong the trial. But even then, at most the trial can only last for about 2 more hours.
2 hours, huh? So until 2 p.m. That's our time frame.
I must return to court, Miss Faraday. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I shall leave the rest to you. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna do a thing. Because reasons.
Heh. Kay, I thought you were taking a break from being the Great Thief.
As of right now, the Great Thief Yatagarasu is back in business. Alright, time to put on the gloves and hit the pavement. It's my first request after all.
Is that so? In that case, we'd better begin our investigation post-haste.
Yay, post-haste, woo!
If we hope to track down John.
Teh, where'd he run off to?
He might have just gone back home.
That's right. I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to get any filming done today. Or he may have run away.
We should probably begin our investigation from the front of the Grand Tower. Woo! Excuse me.
Hey, hold on, Mr. Edgeworth. You're not the only one in charge. You're not the one in charge anymore. From here on out, this is a job for a great thief, which means I'm the leader now.
If that's the case, then what am I supposed to do?
Mr. Edgeworth, you get to be the first ever great thief's assistant.
So I'm a thief's assistant now?
Alright, let's get going. The great thief Yatagarasu takes flight once more. Calm down, Kay. You're gonna run out of energy jumping up and down so much. My gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired now. April 6th, 12:10 p.m. outside Grand Tower Plaza. I keep thinking I'm about to say freaking Power Plaza for some reason. I don't know why. Here we are. The scene of the crime. Let's get to work. Now say it with me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hmm? Say what?
Even in the depths of night. ... Aw, come on. Say the rest with me.
And just why should I do that?
Because the great thief Yatagarasu was arrived on the scene. If we don't say the introduction, it just doesn't feel right.
I have no intention of becoming a thief.
Ah, fine, then. I'll do it myself. By myself. Even in the depths of the night, when no other bird dares to take flight. One alone soars to shine in the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu.
Yes, Kay, I know you are. I, on the other hand, am starting the investigation.
Tuh, you're no fun.
We don't have time for fun. We only have until 2 o'clock. We need to begin making inquiries immediately.
Woo! Does that say 12? Wait, what did it just say? Was it 12:10? I think so. I think I see a familiar face already. Gosh dang it. Good thing we have a photo so we can go right ahead and start asking around. I do not remember that guy's voice, honestly. Outside Grand Tower Plaza, begin investigation. Yes indeed. What's up? You. Yeah, that's who I thought that was. Okay. And I think that's probably who was in that suit as well, if I had to guess. Most likely. Spoilers? Sure. But I figured that's probably who was in the suit. Gosh, how do I voice this guy? Long time no see, Mr. Edgeworth.
This is Will Powers. He's an action star I met in a previous case. I honestly have no idea how I voiced this guy in the original game. He also played the role of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. It's been a long time.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday, a great thief. Some stuff has happened, so now Mr. Edgeworth is my assistant.
Nice to meet you, but a thief, and Mr. Edgeworth is your assistant? Please pay it no heed. More importantly, I'd like to ask you some questions about the case. Oh, okay. I don't know if I'll be much help, though. He's an actor who has been working with John. Maybe a bit sudden, but let's hear what he has to say.
I'll talk to him later. If I remember, I want to go back to the original series and find out how exactly I voiced him, because I think I had a certain way I wanted to voice him, but now I don't actually remember what that was.
This trailer is used to shuttle actors to and from the film lot.
It shuttles the actors? Does that mean galactic trailer ready for launch? 3, 2, 1, ignition! Blast off at the speed of light, shower thrusters on full, rocket bathroom engage! Rocket bathroom?
I prefer a calm, relaxing bath myself.
Well, maybe that's true, maybe it isn't true, I don't know. Nothing, huh? You have nothing to say about this door? What the heck? Hey, John! Guess he's not here. This basket looked pretty suspicious to me, but
it certainly does. ...
Huh? What's wrong with Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
The truck's body is cold to the touch. It seems to have been parked here for some time.
You can figure all that out just by touching it?
Considering the length of time it's been parked here, the driver must not be nearby. So we won't be able to ask them any questions until they return.
Blue truck, data jotted down by organizer, parked in front of the Grand Tower today. The driver wasn't inside. Interesting. Yeah, what's up?
Didn't notice anything?
I think that Miss Courtney is actually a kind and doting mother to her son. I never would have guessed it from how she normally acts.
Indeed. In order to fulfill her role as a judge, she had to conceal her true feelings behind that facade, that facade.
Although John is a bit of a brat, I can't bear to see Miss Courtney looking so sad. We definitely have to steal John back from Miss Courtney's sake.
The kidnapping.
What do you gotta say about that?
I think that John had been kidnapped and was being held hostage all this time.
That explains why we weren't able to find him anywhere. It sure freaking happened fast, though. I mean, he literally just left and suddenly he's kidnapped. Like, okay.
The last time we saw him was at the film set. We should start by gathering information over there.
The kidnappers may have left some clues behind. Let's examine everything, even if it seems totally unrelated. After all, every suspicious-looking nook and cranny, unrelated or not.
Thank you for your hard work, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I'm not a prosecutor at the moment, but I'll keep quiet about that for now. Thank you. What are you doing here? Sir, I'm on guard duty! And could you tell me about the cars that have passed through here today? The only ones that came through here were that taxi and that blue truck. So 2 different vehicles came through this place. This is valuable information.
Cars that came through, only a taxi and a blue truck came through the plaza this morning. This guy is the driver, right? So, why is he on the right? If this is supposed to be California, then why is he on the right? He's supposed to be on the left. That's how cars work in California. Come on, Japanifornia. My God. Come on, Japanifornia, get it right. Hey, buddy, what's wrong? That's not right. Hey, buddy, what's wrong? Your face looks so serious. How do I, like... I want to give him, like, some kind of Italian accent, but I freaking... Hey, buddy, what's wrong? Your face looks so serious.
Have you picked up any passengers here today?
Oh, I sure did. But it was only one group. They wanted to go bowling.
But what did they look like?
It was a pair of men. They were both cousins. They were both wearing black.
Did you happen to see a small boy with them?
Here's a picture of him. Nope. It was just the two guys.
I understand. Thank you for your cooperation. I was hoping he would have some more information for us, but I guess not.
Two men wore black and rode in the taxi, didn't appear to have a child with them. Well, that's logic, so obviously that's got to be important for some reason, apparently. Very important information indeed. What? What? How am I talking to him? I'm on the freaking backside of the taxi. His gestures aren't making any sense right now. It's like, okay. Hey, buddy. Oh, now he's facing the right way. Good job. Well, anyway, okay, that's enough of that.
It appears to be a map of the area around the Grand Tower. Let's take a look.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Twilight Station, Sunset Avenue, Dawning Street, Dusk Waste Management, Prime Mall, Grand Tower, Early Bright City Hall, Sunshine Harbor, Dawn Waste Center, Sunshine Coliseum, and Rising Sun Park. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, well, nothing about Twilight Station, nothing about Dawning Street, okay. Dusk Waste Management. Dusk Waste Management? Do they help you manage your wasteful spending?
No, this is where the garbage trucks bring all the combustible waste they've collected. By the way, Kay, why are you so fidgety?
It's nothing. More importantly, there's another waste center on the top right corner of the map.
If they're separate facilities, they probably handle different kinds of waste. Although there does seem to be a lot of waste management facilities around here.
Oh, I think I know why. I bet they're always collecting garbage from dusk till dawn.
Were you so fidgety because you were waiting for a chance to say that?
Most likely. Very most likely indeed. I didn't mean to do that.
What do you guys say about the Grand Tower? It's the Grand Tower. It's where we are right now.
It's a nice building, but I can't say I'm a fan.
I can't blame her. It wouldn't be strange if she never wanted to set foot in that tower again.
But Mr. Edgeworth, once we discover the truth and completely solve this case, can we come here again? Just to sightsee? And we can bring Gummy along with us too.
Never letting the past hold you back, and always looking forward. That's just like you.
It's a very nice trait to have indeed.
Unfortunately, Kay, we aren't quite finished here yet. There's still much left to solve. It's too early to be making plans for the future.
I guess so. Well, let's hurry up and solve it. So I guess the Dawn Waste Center would be the same thing then, huh? Oh, or not.
It seems the harbor and the waste center are quite close to each other.
Maybe that's where they dispose of all the garbage that comes floating in from the ocean.
Perhaps they do. But I'm sure they also deal with other types of waste as well.
Other types of waste? Ah, you don't mean shells and fish bones, do you? You can't just throw away the fish and shells and catch them in the sea like garbage. You ought to recycle them. Make them into jewelry and stuff.
Okay, let's talk about this matter some other time.
Yeah. Talk about a different time, of course. I guess that is the same thing. Oh, well.
Okay, so Sunshine Coliseum and Rising Sun Park. Okay. Woo! Excuse me. Sunshine Coliseum. It's a place where all sorts of special events are held.
I've always wanted to go to the World Thief Expo, but it was canceled this year. Hold on a second. I want to check something. Parked in front of the... Okay, so nothing to examine then. That's cool. So then, Will Powers, age 25, gender male, action star Global Studios, playing the role of Musil in the movie. Well, I guess that confirms that, apparently. It was cancelled this year. I heard that it's a huge event where all the greatest thieves from around the world gather. But last year, everyone who went got arrested. Turns out it was just a trap set up by the police to catch the thieves.
And even knowing that, you still want to go?
Well, you never know. It could be real, right? I never really cared much for that sort of thing. I heard that ultraviolet rays from the sun can cause burn marks on your skin.
Kay, what in the world are you talking about?
Come on, I'm talking about the Rising Sun Park, of course.
I like to bask in that sentiment while I watch the sun rise in the park.
I mean, it's highly unlikely you're really going to get any sunburn at sunrise or sunset. Obviously, it's around noon. It's like, let's say the sun comes up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's probably around maybe like, I don't know, 8 or 9 o'clock, something like that in the morning, to about maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's probably about when you would... Well, that doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't know. But something like that, though. And maybe until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon is when it's dangerous to be out in the sun for a long period of time. So, I mean, come on, Kay. Rising suns are not that threatening, you know? Just saying. I'm just saying. Alright, what do you have to say about this blue truck? Nothing, huh? Okay, well, fair enough. So that should be everything, right? Did I say anything about this? Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, stop talking about it. And you can't examine that either, so that's cool. Well, I guess I have no choice. I gotta talk to Will Powers now. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Does it say anything about I won't rest until I inspect every suspicious looking in cranny? No? That's weird. I thought maybe it would say something like that, but apparently not. Did I even examine this side of the truck? Okay, so that's the same thing. Alright. I just don't want to do Will Powers' voice because I don't know if I'm doing it right. I want to do it right. I'm stubborn like that, so excuse me. But alright, we'll talk to him for now. Can't delay forever, after all. What do you guys say about the Yadagrass's badge?
What's this supposed to be? I might be able to help you if it has something to do with acting or stunts, but... I appreciate that. However, this has nothing to do with acting or stunts. Is that so? That's too bad. He seems disappointed.
Well, that happens, you know. Sometimes you get incredibly disappointed. And you're like, well, back to the drawing board. Now what are you gonna do?
Ah, that flyer. I thought about giving one to you, but it seems you already have one. Yes. However, a fictitious monster battling against a fake Gordy is... How should I put it? It's a little far-fetched.
Well, I mean, that's why the movie's fiction, obviously, so, I mean... Come on, Edgeworth, jeez Louise.
Actually, I think so too. But in the beginning, we tried to find the real Gordy from Gorn Lake. There were plans to use footage of the real monster in the film.
It seems the problems with this movie stem from before they even started filming. I suppose so.
Ah, so Bruzilla's head is broken and giant footprints were left at the set. Actually, quite a lot of money was spent on production costs. You can say that the fate of the Global Studios rests entirely in the film's success. I'm sorry for talking about such things when someone has just died.
No, there's no need to worry. It is an undeniable fact that the film lot has been severely damaged. Global Studios also makes a Steel Samurai, right? Mr. Edgeworth, this is bad. If we don't resolve this case quickly, the Steel Samurai might also be gone for good.
Ugh. I never thought I'd be under so much pressure. Oh, I mean, did anyone really? Oh my gosh,
there's a dead body. And he kind of almost looks like an older version of myself. Honestly, that's what he looks like. The president, honestly, just looks like an older version of him. I mean, look at him. Look at him, he's got the same hairstyle even, pretty much. He's just got a beard on top of him, that's basically all there is. Same hair color. I don't know, it seems believable to me. Did I present that one already? I don't even know. I should have at least gotten through this page before doing that, but whatever.
What can I say? It gives you a good sense of the film lot, doesn't it? The entire cast and crew were all pumped up for this work, even more than usual. Despite all the hardships, we're never without a smile. It's a really nice atmosphere. And now, this happened. Although there is nothing I can do about the interruption of the filming.
Or is there?
If I solve this case, they might be able to resume filming. In that case, there's only one thing for us to do.
Yes, only one thing you say.
Ah, the Mozilla head that I like to wear. Oh my gosh.
And then you got the Mozilla doll. I knew he was gonna comment on that for some reason.
That's the original Mozilla. It was pretty popular over a decade ago. This is the type that can record your voice, right? Yes, we were saved not too long ago thanks to its recording function. But this doll only has one horn on it. What do you mean? There should be a total of 2 horns attached, one on each side. But if it's from over 10 years ago, I guess it's not surprising that it's missing a horn. Is that so?
Another doll had a nice design, even with the missing horn. But you're always so nitpicky when it comes to the design of the Steel Samurai.
She doesn't understand at all. That hero is special.
Is it now? Well, special is as it is because special is special. Gosh dang it, special things are great. Alrighty, well everyone, I say on the next exciting episode, we're gonna talk to Mr. Will Powers and see what he has to say about things! So I'll see you all later, everyone. Next time, things. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Bye!